Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Edikan Obot and this is Isaac News. So today on Isaac News, we just want to run commentary on the whole evolution of the tech industry in Nigeria and the benefit, the things we are seeing that are coming to the industry, even as regards the new central bank decision to stop the circulation, to reduce the circulation of cash. You know, right now I think the withdrawal limit for a day from the 9th of January 2023, withdrawal limits per day will be 20,000 naira. Withdrawal limit per week will be 100,000 naira for individuals. Withdrawal limit for corporations will be 50,000 naira per day and 500,000 naira per week.
Same. Today's Africa is much better than 19 years ago when we started Alibaba. People with such a terrible speed at that time of using internet. You know, when I started my business in 1994 for the internet, I invite a lot of people say, Jack is telling a lie. There is no such thing called internet. I went to register my company. And in the company registering office, people say, what kind of a company you want to do? I said, Hanzo Internet Consulting Company. He said, internet? There is no such word in the dictionary. They cannot register the company. And China was not connected to the internet the day when I registered my company. 3 months later, China was connected to the internet. So in order to prove that I was not a liar, I invited TV people came to my room. We waited 3 hours and a half to download the first front page. And that was true, right? And this is said, and at that time, nobody believed internet. Nobody believed e-commerce. Nobody believed China would have e-commerce. No logistic, no credit cards. The same question people asking you now, how can Africa have internet companies? How can you do e-commerce? You don't have a credit card. You don't have a logistic. You don't have government support. You don't have everything. That's the opportunity. As an entrepreneur, we never complain. We make other people complain. We make our competitors complain. We never cry, because if cry can solve the problems, can solve no problem. We make competitors cry. We make those people who do not believe our dreams cry. In my apartment when we started, 18 founders. And we aim high, we have a dream. We say, we want to become the top 10 internet companies or websites in the world. Guys, at that time, we are ranking several million names. But we say, we want to be number 10, or the top 10 of the world. We want to make this company last 102 years, and we don't know where's our pay next month. Well, when you are poor, if you have dreams, you'll never feel poor. You know what we are doing? So we never say we will win next year or we win tomorrow. We say we will win in 10, 20 years. 19 years passed. Today, we are the top 10 websites, internet companies in the world. Right? And 19 years passed. Today, we never expect that Alibaba business, Alibaba company is just e-commerce without Ali and financing. Alibaba e-commerce, our market cap is $500 billion US. So think about it. Tell me 19 years ago, anybody can say a company in China can be the top 10 internet companies in the world? Or 10 years ago, 20 years ago, anybody can believe a company in Asia could be the top 10 global tech companies in the world? So people here believe in Africa, in 10, 20 years, you will have at least 10, 20 Alibaba companies. Because if you don't dream, if you don't start to work, this thing will never happen. But if you start to do it, you have a chance. If not 500 billion, 50 billion is okay. Imagine Africa, 1.2 billion people. Most people, young people, right? As I heard from my friend, Dr. Katui, you got 13 million young people graduate from university looking for jobs. These are the resources. When Alibaba started to hire people, we could not hire people at all because nobody wanted to join a company, strange name Alibaba, right? And work in an apartment. And nobody believed e-commerce and internet. So we hired anybody who can walk. We don't care, right? Whether you have a master's degree or bachelor degree, as long as you believe us. So they joined us. We started from nothing. It was true. For the first 10 years was tough, very difficult days. Because we cannot find customers, we cannot find good engineers, we cannot find any sort of resources we don't have. We cannot get money from the banks, right? So people say, well, in Africa we cannot get loans from the banks. Everywhere in the world, banks do not give small business money, right? So we start to be very careful for every cent we spend. And the day our first IPO year 2007, when Alibaba IPO'd in Hong Kong, year 2007, we had a lot of millionaires in the company. And I asked my colleagues, we have 300 people become millionaires. And I asked them, hey, now tell me, you become millionaires because you are smarter than the others? The people said, no. We even cannot find jobs. Right? Because you are hardworking? Yes, we work hard. We find more people hardworking than us. But they did not succeed. Why they're not smart? All the smart people at that time, they went to Microsoft and IBM. And headhunting companies came to headhunt all the best guys from us. And we are the people, nobody come to headhunt us. We have no place to go. We believe in ourselves. We believe our dream. We work together. So I say, we are the people because nobody wants us. I am the person. Over 30 companies don't want me. Right? So we are the people get used to be rejected. We are the people get used to be say no from the other people. Why people should help you? People help you. That is unusual. People do not help you. That is very common. You should work to earn to be helped. Right? So, in order to encourage my 17 founders and all the people who joined us, I said, our competitors are very strong. At that time, our competitor was eBay. A lot of the eBay guys graduate from Harvard. We are people graduate from no I don't want to even mention about the university names. Well, nobody. But I say, if we can win, if we can succeed, 80% of the young people in China, in the world, can be successful. Because we believe, we work, a lot of them have dreams, but they don't work hard. A lot of work hard, but they don't have dreams. Entrepreneurs should work plus dreams. In this way, we can win.
I hope you paid a close attention to what you just watched right now. So that is, I think, the richest man in China, Jack Ma, the owner of Alibaba. He's the richest man in China. Okay, he's a very rich man, and he's good. And he just, narrated the ups and downs that were present in the day of his own starting, when Alibaba was supposed to start. All the things that they faced, and do you know that we are not facing that same kind of resistance right now in Africa? He clearly stated that we are a continent of over, let's call it 1.2 billion people. And Nigeria is so blessed to enjoy the largest population among the black community. Currently, we are about 216 million. And some reports say 218, some say 220. But none of them has gone below 260. So we will stick to 216 million as of the year 2022. That's a huge population. I made a commentary on the video when I spoke about the whole the telephone industry, the telecommunication industry, telling us how much Android phone, mobile phone, smartphone penetration has gone into the Nigerian economy. And to shock you, it's just about 50% smartphone penetration. and MTN is making trillions. With 50% smartphone penetration, Glo, Airtel, they are making huge money. Konga, Jumia are making big. These are a unicorn tech company. Is a company that is worth over $1 billion. These are unicorn companies. And we have a lot of tech startup in Nigeria because we have a crazy large population. One, we have a large youth population. The strength of a nation going forward, the future of a nation going forward largely depends on youth population. Many European countries are regretting today why they clamp down on childbirth, why they say give birth to one or two, because right now many big nations in Europe have a very high adult population and a low youth population because we were giving birth to one or two. So we have a low or a moderate youth population in Europe and a high adult population. So as the adults begin to die and age out, what is going to happen? They are going to be so dependent on their migrant community to fill in the gap that has been created by the absence of a booming youth population. Nigeria is even suffering from too much youth. And to say properly, it's a blessing in disguise because we have a lot of people in Nigeria are going into tech industry. So now listen clearly, because I'm trying to explain the benefit of limiting cash. It's going to force us to metamorphose, to change our way of doing things. It would make almost every shop in Nigeria to have a POS machine. It would make all the companies involved in mobile transactions, banking transactions, to go back to their drawing board to look for the simplest and easiest way. You watch American movies sometimes, or I hope you do, and you see people go to the grocery to pay for stuffs, and all they do is they slide their card. That's all they do. In Nigeria right now, if you want to make any payment with your card, you will have to type in your code. You have to type in certain digits because our we have not yet made it smooth. Not that we're complaining, it's a good thing that structure even exists. But by the time cash is limited and people want to do transactions online at a split second, it will force us to evolve and bring up new methods where you can pay for something in a second, where you can pay for things by scanning a QR code. I hope I'm not butchering it. Where you can do things with a split second with your credit card or your thumbprint. And meaning that all our tech guys are going to reap from the massive benefit. All the people in the village who feel that cash is like before, they'll be forced to go and open an account. Most of them will be forced to begin to do USSD bank transaction with their small phone. Because we want to go and make a big transaction, even to go to markets now, you want to send your wife to market, you will likely give her ATM card. Before you may give her 50,000 naira. Right now, to give her that 50,000 naira, you have to go and withdraw 3 days ahead of market to have 50K. That is stressful. So what do you do now? You say, where's your account? You transfer the money to her account. You go with her card. And when she buys, she will swipe her card. Swipe her card. It will help all the market people to not have trust issues with how their money is being managed because it's going straight to their account. It's going to help to curtail a lot of money we spend printing money in Nigeria. We are spending 100 million naira to redesign and print the new naira. That money will be slashed more than half by the time demand for cash has reduced tremendously. So there's a lot we stand to benefit as an economy from things moving in this direction. Okay, with the incoming of our digital currency, is going to help curb a lot of the naira dollar exchange rate. Two, with the absence of a lot of cash, the parallel market will, in a way, suffer tremendously from their unnecessary inflation, because you have the CBN issuing dollar at, let's call it 500 naira to a dollar. You have the parallel market giving it at 700 naira to a dollar. That's a very huge disparity, and that's because we have a lot of cash come and be exchanging for dollar. But it's going to help to reduce the amount of naira dollar exchange at the parallel market, or what you call black market. It would help our tech industry grow. It would just make transactions smooth in the country. So this is amazing. And then also, it would also curb all the unnecessary hoarding, because now nobody will hoard cash. And then you cannot necessarily hoard money in your account, because money in your account is within the bank's vault. So that money is technically in the economy. And the more money in the economy, the more money available for trade for just buying and selling and typical trade. So this is amazing, and this news already has triggered a lot of European nations to see how to come and buy into the Nigerian economy and see how to set up infrastructure structures to help benefit maximally from this transition from cash to cashless or from cash to non-cash, whatever the proper rendition will be. But this is huge. This is mega. And I really do hope that as we begin to sail on this ship, that all the shock that will come will be able to handle it as a nation and not suffer, because now we can suffer from this decision if the Nigerian community does not accept this innovation in a good way. It can so affect the economy in a way that will be very bad. But being that we already have a lot of our young people already, because of crypto and the whole crypto move and crypto craze, a lot of people are already used to doing these things. I know friends who want money to be paid into their OPay account or their Binance account, or they want to commit their cash to Bitcoin or to Dogecoin, or people who want to be paid money to their Chibachi's account or their Kuda virtual wallet. We have a lot of virtual wallets, even virtual ATM cards among the youth. To the youth, the Nigerian youth population is so ready. Believe me, we are so ready to take this thing on and enjoy it. So there's a lot, please. There's a lot happening, and I wish that we can have eyes to see and to not be left behind as the country is transitioning into a global player. So thank you for listening this long and for hearing all my plenty talk. I hope that you enjoy what you've heard. You like, share, subscribe, and I'm about to make a video right now about the foreign investors that have come into Nigeria and the meaning of their coming to Nigeria, the things they are seeing that we're not seeing, the things that it is reflecting on the international stage. The presence of certain companies in your country can just send a different kind of message to the whole world and will attract serious-minded private investors. So please, there's a lot we're going to cover on this channel. Just stay tuned, and till we see you again, remain blessed.